morning, all. Um, my name is Olukayode Alewi. I'm a PhD candidate in public health. The title of my presentation is Comparative Study on the Respiratory Outcomes Among Underground Gold Miners and Non-Miners in ORKNEY. The first slide just shows us a typical um, gold miner underground knowledge about respiratory outcomes among these underground. Okay, yeah. Talking about the abstract, I've said the study is a comparative study. It's actually a comparative cross-sectional study on the respiratory outcomes
Mr.
among
Olukayode, are you there?
gold miners and non-miners in
Mr.
ORKNEY,
Olukayode,
South
can you
Africa.
hear us?
On the abstract,
Mr.
said
Olukayode,
according to literature search, there is scarce knowledge about these respiratory outcomes among these underground gold miners in South Africa, in ORKNEY, South Africa specifically, due to occupational exposure to the poor ventilation underground, the silica dust, and other minerals. These underground gold miners are vulnerable to respiratory diseases or pulmonary disorders, according to literature. But in the past, we've not really have a documented literature to compare the respiratory outcome of gold miners and non-gold miners in ORKNEY area of South Africa. ORKNEY is a gold mining town, very, very popular in southwestern part of South Africa, with more than 10 mines, 10 shafts, 10 mine shafts. So
yeah, Mr. Olukayode, please do proceed.
it is a comparative cross-sectional study, like I said, and then I've employed 222 gold miners and 222
Mr.
gold
Olukayode,
miners.
are you there?
And then the result shows that the prevalent rate of respiratory outcome, which is majorly like 13 different respiratory diseases, was
are you there?
2.71 times greater
Mr. Olukayode,
in the miners
we are
compared to the
unable to
non-miners.
hear you.
I'm sorry, this prevalence rate was omitted in the abstract. So it just is close, it's 180 kilometers, is full of gold too. So
Mr. Olukayode, can you hear us?
ORKNEY is like I'm not too sure about the population of the whole, but it's a relatively small with 13 gold mine shafts. And the next slide equally shows exploration of the gold underground by these miners. So we can see the equipment. On the 7th slide, hypothesis. The hypothesis, the null hypothesis, says there will be no significant differences in the respiratory outcome among underground gold miners and non-miners. While the alternative hypothesis says there will be a significant difference in the respiratory outcome among underground gold miners and non-miners. Next slide. I talked about exposure to dust because this is the outcome of interest, exposure to dust. The dust is mainly a silicon dioxide, the normal sand dust that we find underground. And then dust exposure is a common occupational hazard facing gold miners, according to Donaghy 2004. According to a systematic review study, a statistically significant association was found between loss of pulmonary function and cumulative respiratory dust exposure, which is very, very interesting. And the methodology for the research, like I said, it's a comparative case control study. Um, Comparative cross-sectional study. Sorry, the gold miners were the it's a cross-sectional case control study. Gold miners were the case group, while the Orkney residents
Yeah, Mr. Okedu,
who are
you
not
still
gold were
have
taken
got
as
5
the
more minutes for your
control.
presentation. Do speed up
So,
your presentation.
sorry, there's a mistake there. It's a comparative cross-sectional study, not a case and a control study. Sorry. Um, the two groups are miners and non-miners. Methodology, I use Slovene formula to calculate the sampling size, which is 222 approximately. A questionnaire was given, which is a standardized respiratory health questionnaire. It's a modified form um, from BMRC 1960. Um, it's a 57-item
Yeah, Mr.
questionnaire
Okedu, please move on.
that has about basic demographics, health questions, and habits. Inclusion criteria is listed on the 12th slide. Age should be between 20 and 55. They are gold miners who reside in Orkney, in South Africa. And then the non-miners too must be resident of Orkney, South Africa. The exclusion criteria: people with existing cardiopulmonary pathology were excluded, and anyone with recent ophthalmic, thoracic, or abdominal surgery were excluded. And data consent was given. For data analysis, I used SPSS version 20 and a peer simple sample t-test was used to compare the mean differences. Statistical level of significance was set at 0.05. This table shows the significance of the observed um, indices among the miners and the non-miners. Talk of the BMI, the heart rate, maximum and heart rate rates, and then the VO2 max. The slide that I forgot to include was actually the results of the respiratory outcomes of these miners. I only included the bar charts here, which shows so this is actually a significant variation. And then later in my main research submitted for the journal, I included the mean, the variance, and the standard deviation between the miners and the non-miners, which were all significant. So it was concluded that because the prevalence of respiratory disease was very high among the gold miners compared to, in fact, all the indices, there were all the health indices, the talk of emphysema, silicosis, asthma, pneumonia, TB, cough, wheeziness, pronounced sneezing, breathlessness, chest tightness, bronchitis. All these diseases were reportedly higher among the miners compared to non-miners. So the null hypothesis was rejected. Discussion. So the study found out that the incidence of more respiratory disease among the gold miners were due to silica dust. And then in view of these findings, I suggest a more protective and adequate measures should become necessary to at least reduce significantly the health effect of this exposure to underground dust among the miners. Talk of wearing the face mask. If they wear one, maybe it should be made of a very more thickened material, or a double face mask to prevent inhalation of this respiratory dust underground, which of this might be significantly reduced. Therefore,
Yeah,
as
Mr.
unguided
Olukayode, please
occupational
continue. You've
exposure to
got
dust
one more
appears
minute for your
to
presentation.
remain one of the
Please
greatest
move on.
threats to respiratory function or outcome among gold miners, leading to morbidities like silicosis, asbestosis, pneumoconiosis, TB, dyspnea dehydration, even mortality, hearing difficulties, and others. Adequate and well-structured occupational preventive measures like thank you and the references